Hey roomies, Brandon and Logan here with a unboxing of something that you'll find out very soon what that is.
Oh, the prize wasn't just the box itself?
No, it wasn't. There's something in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good job, Logan. Knife safety. And be careful.
And mask safety.
Yes, please wear them. Cut away from yourself.
And away from your friends.
I think we can open the rest of this without the knife.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
Try not to hit the
Team
table too hard.
effort.
Ooh, what is this?
Wow.
This is the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light Special Edition, 30th Anniversary Edition. Or is it 35? No, it's 30.
30th.
Woo!
I also ordered this, and then we ordered at the same time.
From the same place.
The same place, and mine got pushed back to Monday.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for me. But, I mean, this is a really, really nice package.
Yeah,
It's very clean.
Love the design. It's actually embossed.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Also, I like how they have the Japanese behind the English.
Yeah, it's very nice. So, there's actually quite a bit of stuff in here. We'll get a look at the back before we move on. I love how shiny it is.
God, I need this so bad. I almost don't, like, when I get mine, I almost don't want to open it other than the fact that...
There's some cool stuff in here.
Well, there's some cool stuff inside, and then I need the download code, you know. I mean, I guess I could just purchase it on the eShop.
It's also, like, what, $5?
Yeah, it's like $6. But I'm going to open it anyway, so I'm not going to do that.
Come on.
I know some people are, like, nuts about, like, collecting their stuff, and...
There's some unboxing channels that are wearing, like, rubber gloves.
I am not quite that crazy. Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm gonna set the box
Oh
to the
my
side.
god. Look. Oh wow. It comes in a cool tray.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, is it cool? Or is it cardboard? Oh, wait.
Oh, it is cardboard. Well, it's like
It's
some
paper foam. Recyclable. Oh, hello.
But it's still got some cool designs on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the actual
Nes Box.
that's got some weight to
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's hefty. Get a shot of that for the camera.
That's beautiful.
We'll use this to mark.
What do we want to start with?
Why don't you open that up while I get this book open?
So we have what looks to be a Nintendo Power cover. It's a blown up original artwork. It's got all the source for NES players straight from the pros. That's beautiful. Volume 11.5.
As if this were a Nintendo Power
Yeah.
release. Oh, that's sick. It's got Nestor on it.
Yeah, this is... Oh my god, this is really cool. Should I recruit Samson or Aaron or Iran?
Samus Aran? Samson Aran?
It's got a bunch of... It's got this one where it's all in English. And then this looks like... What's in French?
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. What's this guy's name? Matthew Niemi? Is he one of the original folks
I guess so.
on Nintendo
Well,
Power?
here's my question then. If this game never released in the US, was this only released in like a Japanese version? Like, would they have put this on Nintendo Power in the US?
That's what I'm assuming this is a what if scenario.
Yeah, like they redid it just all in English.
Is there a Japanese equivalent to Nintendo Power? I know.
Well, it might just be Nintendo Power. It just might have been like a separate issue, or maybe they never had this issue, but they do have...
This issue definitely doesn't exist. That's
right,
why it's a 0.5.
11.5.
Yeah. Europe, I think, is the official Nintendo magazine.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
it's
so maybe
0.1.
this was just like, hey, this would have come out between Volume 11 and Volume 12, and if it came out in the U.S., this is probably what it would have looked like. That's really cool.
It looks like Nintendo Power to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really, really pretty. I'll put this to
So
the side.
next, before we dig into the box, we'll take a look here at the art book, Legends of Arcanea, which I just learned is the official pronunciation last night on Twitter.
I just realized I was holding that thing upside down the whole time.
That's fine. I'll flip it. Flip cam. So we'll go ahead and open this up. The front box cover has a repeating pattern.
Dragon.
Legends of Arcanea. Oh, don't bend the book.
It's ruined. Have the original box art, the original cartridge.
Famicom. Very nice.
Oh, that's so. Oh.
Is this a timeline?
War of Shadows, War of Heroes.
Yeah, this is a timeline.
War of Liberation.
How many years is this cover? This is pretty. This is pretty detailed. Definitely something for the fans. This is the DS remake artwork.
Yes. Oh my God, some of this art's so good.
And I think, I could be wrong, but I think this book covers more than just the Famicom game, which I think we're seeing here.
I mean, it's a celebration of, the 30 years.
Oh yeah, you can see on the side here that this says it's the Nintendo DS version.
Ah.
So if we go further, the trading card game. So some trading card game art, which I'm assuming is a Japan-only card game.
Yeah, I mean, it was like for the first 4 or 5 entries that it was Japan only.
Yeah. Dig a little deeper. Fire Emblem Heroes, because of course you have that in here, especially with how popular that game is.
So much art in that game.
Yeah.
I recently picked it back up mostly to earn platinum coins, and good God, there's a lot of content.
Oop. So we'll let you guys look at the rest of this yourself, but this is a very, very nice cover.
Good God. Oh.
This is more
So
substantial than I was expecting. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow.
So we'll dig a little bit deeper. Actually, I don't want to crush the box. We'll put the box on top of the book. And now for the piece that I imagine most of us are the most excited about.
The theoretical
NES cart.
and box art.
Yeah. Take a look at the back here.
Yeah, it just looks. Oh my God. I am so obsessed right now.
So, if this were the NES days, we would throw this away.
Yes.
But we're not going to do that, because we paid money for this. Not that you didn't in the past, but just back then.
I was about to say, if you were a collector in the past, you probably still would have kept it. But I mean, they weren't like a Genesis box or some of the cases that we get today.
A lot of the kids, I bent a little bit, didn't have the foresight to keep this stuff.
Yeah, nobody cares. No kid cares. I mean, it's kind of like right now. It's like, do we want to
Definitely want to open that.
preserve everything perfectly and not open the box and not have fun with it, or are we? Oh my God, this is.
I think the rest of this is just cardboard.
Yeah, I think it's just cardboard.
So this is a manual, I think? Instruction booklet.
Heck yes. Oh my
NES
God.
style instruction booklet.
Oh wait! It's got the NES. It's got how to play.
Yo, that's sick. So this is.
It looks like they literally just took it and translated it.
So we are just straight up pretending that this is an NES release.
This is a straight port. It's the only difference is that the NES cartridge is not an actual NES cartridge, and it's more of a centerpiece.
That's awesome.
Even look at the sleeve, which it's kind of yeah. Here, get a look at that.
That seems pretty pretty much how I remember them being.
Pretty genuine.
Yeah. Not that I have a lot of these laying around. I used to have them as a kid.
Yeah. I love what they decided to do instead of just a straight, like,
This
replica.
This feels incredible to hold, and also fingerprinty if you're not careful.
But also, notice how, like, they didn't put it on the front, they put it on the back.
Yeah, so you see through it, because the sticker is here, which
Oh
means that over time, this won't fade, or theoretically it shouldn't fade.
Right.
Yeah, hold that. Definitely gonna have to wipe that down.
Fingerprints on it. Yeah, oh.
That is way more substantial than I was expecting them to deliver. I thought it was just gonna be like a hollow piece.
No, that's just a solid block of glass.
Yeah, it's solid. Don't drop it.
Is it glass?
I don't think it's glass.
It's certainly solid, and it's you know, you can see through
It's
it.
very clear.
Good God, that's so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so glad I decided to.
And this is actual size too.
Yeah, that's
So,
a replica size.
I guess if you're that kind of collector, you could theoretically put this on your shelf with your other NES games.
It also comes with your full game download, and thankfully the code is covered up, so we can actually show this off. And
Thanks,
we won't
Nintendo.
steal Brandon's game. Full game download.
I'm gonna download it before we upload this video.
And then we have what looks like to be a map.
Of Arcanea, I'm assuming.
The
Yep.
continent of Arcanea.
I've seen some debate about Arcanea versus Arcanea versus Arcana. But
Do we have an official pronunciation?
in Fire Emblem Heroes, they call it Arcanea.
Okay.
And that game's voice acted.
Yeah.
But this is great.
Unless the voice director screwed up.
I mean, pronounce it however you want. It's not really that big of a deal. So this is a map of the continent. Is there something on the back?
Yes, it looks like.
Enemy unit stats.
Oh my God.
Is this something that you would have gotten in your copy of Fire Emblem on the Famicom?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Because I know, like, in some older games, you'd get, like, supplementary materials that would help you play the game. Like, the
Right,
instruction booklet
right.
was more than just an instruction booklet back
You
then.
had tips in it, and
Or, like, in the case of Metal Gear Solid, where an actual thing that you needed to know in-game was written on the back of the CD case.
oh yeah.
But this is great. Take a look here. We have all the regions, forts. Only you can restore peace and unite Arcanea. Yeah, this is awesome.
I am so ready to struggle with this game.
It's hard. It's got to be hard, right?
It's funny because I haven't even finished Three Houses, but also Three Houses is obtuse in certain ways. Like you can spend like an hour, you know, just playing in the sanctuary before you get to another battle. And
Right.
sometimes that can be like, oh, okay, I just played for an hour.
Mhm.
I just did everything I possibly could. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm done for now. You go back to it afterwards. But yeah, this is so cool. It just feels like Fire Emblem has been given its like,
It's just due.
yeah, because like obviously it took forever for the games to start coming here, starting with Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance, which is actually the second Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance.
Did Sacred Stones come out first? Or is it Blazing Blade? Or Binding Blade?
There was Blazing Blade and Binding Blade.
Which are
and
a pair.
Yes, but only the second one came out here.
And that's the one with Roy's dad, Ellawood.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then the next game that came out also here for the GBA was Sacred Stones. At least that's, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels good to get like, oh, here's the very first game, finally completely localized.
In its original form.
Yeah. Not a remake. And then also like here's the anniversary edition. It's like a complete NES release. Because obviously like the cartridges for the Famicom were different. So we never got like it in this form.
Right, if you wanted to
know?
play the game, it had to be the Famicom cartridge.
Right.
We never got these toaster bread-style shape cartridges for the NES.
Yeah. So yeah, really, really fantastic package. I'm glad I waited around the night that pre-orders went up.
These went out fast.
Well, thankfully they kept posting other places down the line, even up to today. But I imagine that, like, again, these aren't going to be around for forever. They probably only made us a limited amount. Considering that even the game on the eShop will not be up forever.
That is one of the many March 31st Doomsday games, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Which I think something big will happen outside of that day. So if you want these collector's editions, if you want the game itself, you're going to have to purchase it before that date. And if you really, really want something nice and you're a big fan of the series, like I have been for so many years, I remember playing the very first, localized Fire Emblem game on my friend's GBA so many years ago. And it feels good that the series has matured and has really become like one of the premier series for Nintendo.
Yeah,
we almost lost it, after Awakening.
It took the jump to AAA. It feels like, or at least in Nintendo's eyes, right?
Yeah, I mean, to think that we got a game as ambitious as Three Houses. Because, remember when Fates dropped, and when they revealed that game, they were like, oh, look, there's all these paths you can go. And here I'm thinking like, oh, one game, choosing your path, right? Having all these choices. And, well, now we actually have a game that does exactly that.
Yeah.
So yeah, wow. That's some beautiful junk.
Looking at this now that it's all in front of me, I think I can say with earnest this might be Nintendo's most premium collector set that they've released, possibly ever, but definitely in a long time.
I mean, I've never felt so compelled to buy, a deluxe edition, an anniversary edition, something like this, a box set, as I have with this, right?
Yeah.
And again, it feels really premium, but also I think it's the nostalgia factor. The fact that it never really got a physical release like this.
The
that
historical
made it so appealing.
element.
Yeah. It just... Fire Emblem has come home.
It's here.
It's finally here, guys. We have the Fire Emblem.
Now, I don't anticipate this for the remaining games that we didn't get here in the West. That said, I do think at some point we'll see localized editions of those available digitally.
Yeah, I imagine they'll just release them straight on the Nintendo Switch Online service.
Yeah, if they were willing to go
eventually.
this far, clearly they believe that people wanted it.
Well, I mean...
I bought it.
Yeah, right. I think it's at that point where the notoriety of the series is just kind of through the roof. Not to mention, like, just the critical acclaim and how it stands outside of other strategy games and other RPGs. It just has such an identity, that not other games, like, how many other games can you really compare to Fire Emblem? Sure, there are some, and some in the same format, but, like, where did it all get started? As far as I'm concerned, it's Fire Emblem. If there's something that inspired Fire Emblem, let me know, because, good God, I'd love to know that history.
Not to plug another podcast from another set of creators, but Wizard and the Bruiser have a great episode on the history of Fire Emblem, if you're interested in finding out kind of how it all started.
Well, if there's ever a reason for me to listen to another podcast,
Yeah, so that's an official recommendation from me. But also, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to Break Room Arcade. Like the video if you liked it. Let us know if you got the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary set. Tell us if you're excited to play the game, as well as what your favorite part of this set is.
Also, what your favorite Fire Emblem game is.
Yeah, totally. I think for me, and it could be recency bias, but also I think it's a great game, it might be Three Houses.
I still have to beat the game to say for sure. I definitely still have my my big nostalgia brain for that original GBA localization. Because good God, man, those animations are just so nostalgic for me. Just those pixel animations and whatnot, pixel art. But I'm glad this has happened. Very glad.
So, like I said, let us know if you're playing Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. And we will see you guys next time on Break Room Arcade. Until then, follow me on Twitter at @MarrowLeaf_ and Logan at LoggyDoves. And you can follow us as a collective at the Break Room. You can follow us as a collective at the Break Room Arcade. And until next time, I guess we're clocking. How do I stop this show? I forgot. So thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment below telling us what your favorite Fire Emblem game is. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to Break Room Arcade if you're new here. Until then, don't break your backs.
Breaking the games.
But for now, break time's over. Hey, we did it.